crazy.
All right, welcome to the Hardwood True Podcast. I'm your host, Jeff Wood. I got a special guest with me, Sean Davis.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to the pod, bro.
Glad to be the first guest.
Yes, sir. Want to get started?
Yeah.
All right, let's go. So, at just 21 years old, bro, you're the head coach here, bro. How you feel?
I feel good. A lot of it was like, when it finally happened was already like kind of like a preparedness thing.
Mm-hmm.
Because when Coach Black put out the announcement that he was stepping down, I think I knew almost a week before it became official.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, basically been having since like the end of March and some of the stuff you're never going to be prepared for, but starting to sink in a little bit. The first week, I ain't gonna lie, like it was. I think I told our AD Brownfield once. I was like, bro, I'm waking up and like, man, ain't no way I'm at.
Yeah.
Like, what are they doing?
No, that's dope.
But yeah, it's starting to feel good.
So the next question was, with Black stepping down, like how it feel? Do you feel any pressure after that stay run?
Yeah, no. Like it is all the pressure is more like from me.
From you?
Like it ain't like I feel pressure from like Brownfield or like the people here necessarily. But like I know what we can do here. I know the kids we got. I know what it takes to win. So I'ma always have that. Even if we didn't do like anything, you know what I'm saying? Like even if nobody did come here, it will always be that kind of like internal pressure.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's any coach though.
Yeah.
That's definitely any coach. So you always wanted to be a coach? Like a head coach?
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be this soon.
Right.
Like growing up, I didn't think it was gonna be this soon.
Yeah.
You know, growing up, you always thinking like, all right, maybe by the time I'm like in my 30s or whatever,
yeah,
maybe somebody take a shot on me. But you know, it just happened.
Yeah, that's a blessing though.
Yeah,
and you know,
I bet you didn't think, hey, in 17 you was gonna be all right. I'm about to be a head coach at 24.
Nah,
was it 24 or 23?
23.
Okay,
it's crazy for real that people will give you an opportunity that young.
Yeah,
and a lot of people won't support that. Like when you're that young.
I think my contest stuff really like helped me with it though. And the reason why I say that is like the age part and how like people are gonna have their opinion about it because, bro. So I started with Lakers Nation at 18. It's like they're the biggest independent like channel or website that covers a specific team. They're the biggest one.
Yeah.
And bro, for the first year, like it wasn't I like what Sean's saying or Sean know what he's talking about or whatever. It was like, man, how old is Sean? Man, like for a whole year, bro.
Yeah.
Like I'm not from like the Laker Nation people, but like from the audience.
Right.
You know, they got like 500,000 subscribers. So like imagine doing a live show every night and instead of it being about the game, and I mean Lakers say we were pretty bad, but instead of it being about the game or like what I'm saying, it's like, why you got this high school out of this grade? Right. So like dealing with that and kind of having to like understand that people not used to like younger people kind of put in roles that matter to a certain extent that early.
And I feel like it's the best, like with this generation of kids.
Yeah,
like they need people who relate to them.
Yeah,
if like some like Black older than us,
but he still
he still relate to the kids though right now. Like maybe like 10 years from now.
Yet.
Like 10 years from now, maybe Black won't relate to the kids as much. He might.
I just think his type of duty is.
Like,
I think that matter. Like, I think it's either you got to be able to relate to the kids, and I think Black does relate to the kids.
For sure.
Or I think it's like you got to show them that you really care.
Yeah.
And I think Black also does that. So I think that would be the reason why like Black could be 48 and you know still getting like younger groups to buy into him because I think he like he cared. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's his thing
for sure. We already really talked about being a young coach. like dealing with the outside noise? You know, you just got the job, but it's been a lot of outside noise.
So how am I like dealing with it?
Like, yeah, how you dealing with it? Like, is it affect you any type of way?
No. Yeah, I don't care. Well, first of all, I can't. The people that are talking, one, can't even get my age right. Like, I'm here, like, 20-year-old. I'm here, 20, 23. Yeah. Like, bro, you can't even get the age right. So, like, first of all, like, we gotta like get that right.
Yeah.
Second of all, like, the ones that really saying something or like are talking, I don't even know y'all.
Yeah.
I've had like for some of them, like if we look at just at the city, let's talk about the CMAC, right? Yeah. The only coach that I can even say I've had like some semblance of relationship with is Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Only one.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen him talk maybe years, or I'm just saying, like that's the only one. He couldn't even really speak on it for real.
Yeah.
Because they ain't like that. But that's the only one I can say like I've had a conversation with before. Feel me?
Yeah.
Because if you know me, then you know the analytics coach is some BS.
I hate that.
Like,
I hate that, bro.
Like what?
Like what did that mean? Like well, this kid knows basketball. Now he's an analytics coach.
Like
come on, bro.
Like one, that just tell me how much you don't know about me or the situation in general. Mm-hmm. So like at that point, it's like all right, like why care? And I can already hear it now. Like man, why are you talking about it? Because like I still see it.
Yeah.
Like I can see it and not care.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's one thing I hate too. Like us as coaches, we're not allowed to be human.
Yeah.
Like we're not allowed to speak on like some barbershop conversations can be talked about.
Yeah.
Like
I say I go air out everything, but like
like but a lot of it can be talked about.
And like keep it, but we all gonna see it anyway.
Yeah.
So like whether it's all here, whether it's in the conversation, like I ain't gonna say like cool it was or whatever, because that don't matter. But like it looks like all right, man.
Yeah.
Or you know whatever anybody else wants to say. And then but the biggest thing that matters is, bro, is like, do I have a good relationship with the players? Mm-hmm. Do I have a good relationship with our staff? Do I have a good relationship with like the admin team here? All right, cool. Everything, all that, cool.
Yeah,
all right, cool. We can
rock out. Matter. Yeah.
Everybody else,
just
gotta wait.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all.
And that's another question I had, like criticism from older coaches.
About what? Just like in general?
Just in general. You've seen a lot of it was so crazy. Like you received so much criticism.
But
you ain't even coached the game yet.
Yeah.
So just imagine how it's gonna be. Just imagine how it's gonna be.
Yeah, and like I said, like, it don't really even matter because first there's like a little imposter syndrome anyway that I'm gonna be my own biggest critic 90% of the time anyway.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
So like whatever an older coach want to say or whatever, like. Okay, that's cool, but I'm probably saying something 3 times worse in my head.
Yeah.
Like, and what you like, everything that old coach gonna say this, man. How are you gonna do this? I don't know if he can really coach for real, man. He had never coached AAU. He wasn't even the top assistant. Like,
yeah.
All right, we're gonna see.
Yeah, I don't like that. So they're saying basically, how you gonna balance relating to the players and like demanding respect?
Yeah, I think that's been so far one of the things that's like gone really smoothly is and I think is one, we have a really good group of kids.
Great.
But two, it's like kind of setting a boundary. Like, look, all right, so I know some of the old heads gonna be really pissed off. But like, I'm a gamer, right? So the one thing kids can see fake, bro. They can they can peep that.
Yeah.
So specifically, we have kids that are coming back from last year's team and kind of know you already. I'd be fake if I just like stop being me. That's like it come off like as irresponsible maybe because like normally a head coach supposed to have like a wife and kids or whatever, and that's where they non-basketball time is. I have a wife and kids, bro. So for me, it's basketball. I'm doing my podcast stuff, but then like my third time like the commitment is like I'm a game, bro. That's my way to get away from basketball. Feel me?
Yeah.
So I game a lot with the players. We have good interactions, but then it's also like, okay, cool. We come in here, it's time to lock in. You feel me? And like take a kid like Dre, for example. I probably game with Dre the most over the past couple of years, but in practice, probably the kid I'm on the most.
Yeah.
Feel me? So it's like, is setting the like boundary and the foundation. Like, look, we gonna do this or whatever, but also you gotta know it's gotta be time to work in here, and it's also just a way to like build a relationship with the players. Like, if you don't have a relationship with your kid, that's just my way of helping build that relationship.
Yeah.
I'm not saying other coaches don't build relationships, but it's my way because I'm a gamer, so it's an easier. We got a team full of gamers.
Yeah, that's just what it is.
Like,
yeah.
So it just makes it gives me almost like a cheat code to a certain extent where I don't have to find extra avenues to try to connect with you, where we automatically got connections. All right, cool. Let's hop on college football. Let's hop on 2K. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever the case may be. Like I said, I also think like that's why like certain people get a little offended by the game and stuff, is because again, it's supposed to be all right. You work, you got practice, or you go home to your wife, your kids, or whatever, and that's your day. Like, I don't got that, bro. So like, what, you want me to just be in the gym from 9 a.m. to 12 a.m. That don't even make sense.
Yeah, so. And I'm 5 years older than you, and they said the same thing about me.
Yeah.
Like, they asked me the same questions. I done had people say I play too much with my kids.
Yeah.
Or my kids don't respect me. But that's
such a hard thing to say if you're not there.
Man, like, my kids are terrified of me.
Yeah.
But they definitely respect me, because it's like between these lines right here, I'm Coach Jeff.
Yeah.
And once we walk outside of these lines, I'm Big Bro. We can talk about anything you want to talk to me about. And that's the narrative that I hate. Like, people saying, like, what you gonna be? Oh, put your shoes on, like, or, man, get out of here. Like, it's time to go home, because you got to get home to your wife and kids. Like, nah, I just be open and like open relationship with all my kids.
Yeah.
Like, forget all that. The narrative, like, I don't know what they want us to be.
Yeah. Before I even got the job, it was kind of like because one of the things that was talked about before I get the job was when they not go listen to Sean or whatever, and Dre, I don't even remember what the base of the conversation was, but he was kind of like, so if we in the game, like, you say run the play, we not going like
run it.
Like, what? That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
So,
or if you say, oh no, you got to play called Falcon, run Falcon. Man, that's Sean. We ain't running Falcon.
Yeah,
like that's how they making it seem like it's how it's gonna be. Nah, that's funny. That's how you know people with opinions just be like,
yeah. Like I said, like
people opinions be coming with some hate in it. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, for sure. All right, some nitty gritty stuff. You lost a lot of players due to transfer.
Yeah.
What's your mindset? How you take it?
I think the biggest thing that like Black stepping down or whatever, specifically that, and then it kind of trickles down to the transfer and stuff. I think the biggest thing that kind of taught me was that people, weirdly, it's not just kids, it's a lot of times it's the parents too, though, get so offended when somebody make a decision that's like best for them individually, right? And if I, as an individual, like, we got relationships, like, if you make a decision right now that's like best for you, I gotta understand that. I might disagree with it, but I gotta be able to understand, like, nah, all right, cool, he's just doing what he thinks is best for him in that moment. All right, that's cool. You feel me?
Yeah. And
I think, like, watching kind of the reaction, good and bad, to like Black stepping down. And to be honest, I think a lot of it was shock. And I mean, now that ain't an excuse for some of the negative reactions. Like, you gotta be able to just deal with it. But like, that kind of showed me, like, damn, like people really be getting offended when people make the decisions that's best for themselves, right? So I say all that to say, when all that stuff happened, I was like, all right, look, they made decisions that are best for themselves, that they think is best for themselves, and I ain't gonna feel some type of way. Like, I ain't gonna be like my cousin, one of the people that left. Yeah. So like, I ain't gonna be like, oh nah, you and my cousin no more. Like, that's lame. Yeah. So, like, eventually we'll get a banner up here. Hopefully it's early enough to where we can do it before the season. And like, that team's always gonna have a special place especially I'm always like remember that team fondly. Feel
Right.
me? So like I got no love lost. I got mad love for everybody, for especially like the guys who was on that team. So no matter what the spot is, like if it ain't here, cool. Love you. Hope everything rock out for you. But yeah, I'm excited for the guys that we got here, and like I guess the last thing I'll say is I knew a lot of that stuff was going to happen already.
Yeah.
So for the most part, it wasn't like a shock. It was like okay, you didn't want to tell me that you was going to do this. I already knew. So like, okay, like you know what I'm saying? But no love lost. I got mad love for everybody.
Right. All right. So you was a key assistant on that state championship run. How do you approach? Like, is your approach different now as the head coach?
Yeah. So we went to Princeton for the shootout. The 30. I mean, at the end of May. And we played Holy Cross as the first game, and it was just so happened to be on YouTube. And we lost around. I think we only had maybe like 8 guys because this is legit like beginning of the second week on the job. It was to the point where we didn't know we were going to go.
Yeah.
Because of like how you kind of had to like throw some things together kind of on the fly. And it was on YouTube, and we were down early, like we was getting popped, but then we came back and made it close and wound up losing by like 12, 14 maybe. We missed so many free throws and so many layups. And I remember after the game, I talked to Black, and I checked my phone. And like my right hand man, he one of the football coaches at Purcell, and he like sent me this long paragraph. And basically what the paragraph was like, bro, you gotta chill out.
Yeah.
Like just being a little too animated and like not having a like calmer demeanor basically on the sideline. And that was the premise of the conversation with Black a little bit too. Maybe not like my boy, he was heated. He was like going off, but like that was basically like from a good place. And I think that's like the biggest. I told one of our assistants like towards the end of the summer, I was like at Midwest, so we went up to Midwest Live at the end of June. It was like, dang, like I'm coaching, but like, I ain't like reacting as much. You know what I'm saying? Whereas an assistant, you could kind of be a little bit more over the top with some of your emotions and how you present yourself on a bench a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where, and it's part of the conversation with Black is like, you on the side, you gotta like be the dude that's always, maybe not always, but like consistently calm and got that like calm demeanor. So where, all right, cool, you give up a 10-0 run, like they look over to you don't show any signs of like panic, not even panic. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. Because Black. I think that's one of the great things that I loved about Black was he stayed even killed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like they could be up 20.
We could be down 14 with 3 minutes left.
Yeah, like bro got so much confidence that he feel like they can come back from 20 in 2 minutes. Like,
for real.
That's I feel like that's how you got to be. But do you think some of that was from like all the noise?
I think some of it was like anxiety in the sense of not even like anxiety, more like anticipation and excitement. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, let's go. We can finally like get cracking a little bit. But it was unfair for me to like have big expectations for Princeton in terms of like our
school,
in terms of our performance. Because like I said, it was like the second week on the job, literally. So I think maybe some of it, but I honestly think it was like, I mean, I get used to this a little bit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the message and kind of the conversation with Black, I think led to, I mean, like we went to Purdue Fort Wayne. This is maybe like our second or third team camp we did in June. And it's a game, we were down 20 with like 8 minutes left, and we came back. And I'm not gonna say I was like completely calm, but like it was a calmer demeanor. And we're all right, cool. We coming out, cool. Like we can be on go a little bit, but like throughout the game, it's all right. We good. We calm. All right, let's just be or even keeled or whatever. I think even keeled a better word than calm.
Yeah, even keeled. And that's one of my problems I had as a young coach.
But like I said, it's just going from being one of the top assistants. Like you can kind of be a little bit more emotional. And the way I was trying to phrase it initially was it was passion. But like it might come off as emotion. So I'm like, cool. Like how can I be accountable and like look at all right, cool. We can fix this. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. What kind of culture are you trying to build here now since you're the head coach?
Culture is built off of I think our core values are competitiveness, gratitude, toughness, and then joy. And I can explain all of those. But like competitiveness, like everything we do is a competition. Like even with like some of the conditioning drills or like how we compete in the weight room or certain things. Everything we do in practice is a competition. Like just kind of cliche, but competition breeds winners. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure.
And then joy, like we want to work hard. We want to like do all that stuff, and we're going to. That's want to have fun while doing it too. I think you have a bunch of kids that are like joyful people to be around. You want to kind of feed off that, let that kind of like build the environment of where look, we're gonna enjoy ourselves, we're gonna have fun here, but we're also gonna have fun competing. Like competing should be fun.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then gratitude, like we get to play basketball, we get to coach, we get to show up here and work every day. I get to be on the pod. You know what I'm saying? Like there's so many it's so many worse places to be or like worse situations to be in.
For sure.
I mean, just seeing everything that's kind of going around in the city right now, and like I said, you get to play basketball, like and then like toughness, you gonna be the like most mentally tough team, most physically. Like we do a lot in the weight room and conditioning wise. So I think it's to a certain extent, it's nothing different from black. But I think the difference for me is like having to like concrete say it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Where like to a certain extent, like some of the stuff is just known already. With such a young group, it's almost like cool. We gotta say it, and I think we got a really good group of guys that have already started to buy in a little bit to some of the stuff that we're trying to do.
That's good. That's good. What motivates you?
Like in general, or
what motivates you when you hear the doubters and being in this position?
That there's a bigger goal in place that I can't let bother. I can't let that bother me because there's a bigger goal that you're trying to accomplish. Whether it's with myself, whether it's with our team, whether it's with our guys individually. It's like I said, it's just a lot of like internal motivation, like turning, like you'll turn to certain things sometimes, but it's a like a desire to want to get better, but it's also a desire to like want to see the kids like have fun and get to and be able to help see what their real potential is.
Right.
Like probably my favorite moment as a coach is not last year's team. It's when we took a kid, Brandon Glass. We took him to Iowa, a school in Iowa, JUCO, Iowa. They wound up winning a national championship last year. And shout out DBs before I had. we took it was like an 8-hour drive. We drove him out there when I was visiting or whatever. He had some conversations or whatever, and it went well. I mean, we had conversations beforehand, but like seeing his excitement almost once we got there and kind of how that went, and how it went while he was there, that's for him to say, but in terms of the initial excitement, like that was like one of the more like fun moments for me. Is like forget the winning, like the winning's cool, but it's like helping them see like their potential.
Yeah, for sure. Who are some of your mentors?
Mentors, it's got to be Black and Coach Wine at Princeton. Like if we're just going in the city, Black obviously learned so much from him over the last 3 years and how he ran a program and how he did certain things, and yeah, and then Wyatt I kind of got a different perspective on because I got him before he went to Princeton. But like from my perspective, he almost got like a OCD level of like you know what I'm saying? It's like you can't tell me he doesn't have OCD like, in terms of like how we run certain things. Like okay, look, like but it works to his advantage to a certain extent. I think where like everything gotta be organized to the point where okay, look, like this guy got this responsibility, this guy got this. Like everybody has something. And it's good too from like an accountability standpoint. So where now, or let's say we in game and you know the twos aren't leaking out or whatever, or you know, okay, now like for Wyatt, like he can go chew out the twos coach. You know what I'm saying? Or X thing wasn't communicated out about this meeting. Okay, cool. Who's our logistics or communication? You know what I'm saying? So, and just having conversations with both of them throughout the process. Different conversations, but still like having them. I think just mentors in general. It would probably be those two.
Right. I think Wyatt one of the GOATs too.
Yeah, I think the only thing that I think the reason why sometimes people don't view Wine as that is because he hasn't won a ring yet, or hasn't made that super deep run. But
look what he did.
Yeah,
it's
look, we did a huge
like he did. I mean, look at his coaching tree. Like that's what I mean. Like,
got a four-time state champ, and got a 3-time CMAC champ and a state champ runner-up,
and a 21-year-old head coach. Like,
I'm in Wyan's tree, more like second cousin type vibe.
I think you're still in the tree though.
I'm still in this tree. Yeah. I'm still part of the family. Yeah. But it's like, hey, we be up at Thanksgiving.
that tree go all the way down though. So I think he one of the GOATs for sure. Yeah. I don't care what nobody say. It ain't always about that though. Yeah. It's a lot of coaches who really, really good coaches that never win it. Yeah. At all. Yeah. So that don't mean nothing.
Well, Wyan's credit.
How do you define success?
I think it's kind of by having what you could probably call like program wins. And it can be anything from, winning. Winning is obviously a program win. You know what I'm saying? Like going 27-2, that's big for the program. Having all your kids graduate and go to college for academics or basketball, that's a major program win. Having a certain team GPA is a program win, making sure we're, handling ourselves the right way. I mean, any individual accolade a player gets, like these are all program wins. So I think success is anything that can help the program look better. That's success. Because at the end of the day, like we're, what helps Aiken is going to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, for sure. Anything that's like that can be viewed as a program win is success in my opinion.
That's good. How you plan to keep Aiken competitive in the CMAC for the next 3-4 years?
I think it's just from the same stuff that we've kind of always been doing. It's by putting in the work, by being in the gym more than anybody. That's they can go back to the age thing. Everybody loves to throw that out there a lot, but all right, but let's stack up the gym time, let's stack up the field time, and see who's been in here more. Yeah. Or certain things that might be being said. It is what it is, but just making sure we're putting in the work, making sure we got we're developing the kids the right way, and having kids that are good program kids, and I think it just starts there from the work we put in and how we prepare. Like we prepare I can confidently say is we prepare differently than anybody in the city.
Not for sure.
I think that's one of the reasons why you make a deep run last year. Yeah, you had great talent, but I think one of the reasons why we make that run is because of just how we kind of operate, whether it's our work or how we prepare. So I think that's really it. Ain't nothing too much different.
What's your outlook on the current state of basketball in Cincinnati?
It's the trending question right now. Look, I think I was talking to one of our players about this actually the other day, and I think the talent, because you see so much that, oh man, like Cincinnati basketball just suck right now.
Yeah.
Right. I think the talent is honestly about the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like if we're going back, because from my perspective in social media, I'm hearing it from a lot of like our guys, like 2018 dudes. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, like I think it's a lot of this. I think the talent's like equally as good, if not in some ways better. Like I think you look at the 2027 class, for example.
It's a great class.
Like that's a class that in 10 years you'll be looking like, dang, he went here. He a pro kid. This guy had a really good college career. This guy went overseas for a living. Like I think the 2020s. I mean the 2028 class too. Like the kids and the talent, I think is, have a lot of potential. I think the two differences are, one, it's more spread out in the sense of, we go back to the conversation I had one of our players, like they talking about, they got some family or whatever that kind of were in that era that I was talking about, like kind of when I was in high school, whereas Cam and KT at Hughes, Tab got their group of guys, Aiken got Robbie and Kata, Woolward got Paul, you know what I'm saying? So like it was spread out from the city, whereas now you losing some of these kids to your Princeton, to your Lakota West, to your Lakota East, to your Molars or whatever. And like, I don't think that's a coincidence. Like, I think honestly, it's like the adults got to be better. I think that's really what it like when people say that is the city basketball is weak or whatever, or is bad, is because in certain situations, like I don't want to go there now where I could go here. You know what I'm saying? So because I do think that college coaches at those higher levels where they are trying to get the top end talent, I do think sometimes that they kind of like frown down on some of the talent that we have in the inner city, but it's because of like the adults. I think we got to be better and like hold our kids more accountable, coach better, be adaptable, and not be stuck in our 13-year like routines and be like, you want to go back to Wyatt. I think Wyatt is pretty adaptable talent wise, and like he's gonna have his own system or whatever, but for the most part not always gonna pan out. But I think like from Hughes and even Prince, I think he's able to adapt a little bit. Like going back to Hughes specifically, like we had a year with Paul where, okay, it's a lot of touches for Paul. Paul averages 25 and still run the system. But then the next year, okay, cool, Paul leave. Cam, KT, go ahead, run the show, still do our stuff, but like y'all the guys. So I think that's really what it is when we talk about the city. I think it's some of the top end guys are in the inner city. You know what I'm saying? But like you talk about Cincinnati, you got to include them.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, it's still good. It's just more spread out to these other schools that maybe weren't getting those type of kids 5-10 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sometimes I think it's the narrative too.
I swear that bell ring more than any other school.
Man. You don't think it's like narrative too? Like just like on the girl side. They say, well, I get it though. Like the coaching is bad. Like on the girl side. Like in the city. The coaching is bad, but they like to say like the girls is underdeveloped. But really,
it's a coach's job to develop them.
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people be informed really, because our girls, they just be as skilled as those other girls. they just don't have the basketball experience.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't. It's like those girls probably start playing basketball 6, 7, 8 years old, but our girls start playing basketball 7th, 8th grade because now
they missing a valuable time. Yeah.
So now they behind. Because when we go play them schools like St. Ursula, they don't be more talented than us. They just know when the ball out of bounds, if I go there and I spin, I put her on my back, I can get a layup. Our girls, somebody guard them, they might just be like, use their athletic ability and run to the corner or something. They don't really know the game, and that's because we don't have a lot of quality basketball coaches in the city.
Yeah.
Like, and that's probably what it is on the boys' side.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not a lot of blacks.
Yeah.
Like who prepare. It's not a lot of Sean's. When I tell people like, Sean is a basketball coach.
Yeah.
A lot of these coaches in the CMAC, it's just guys coaching basketball. That's real. And then some people just been successful, guys coaching basketball. Not really basketball coaches.
Yeah.
That can really like, Dre, you shoot 25% from this spot. We're going to get better at this. We're going to get better at this. A lot of coaches just like, oh, you got to work on that on your own, or you know how coaches is. So why would you send your son to go play for a coach that's not going to develop him?
Yeah.
Or
it's not going to give him like the steps to help prepare for that next level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I think that's why Aiken gets Jaden Arnold's and James and Chris's. Why not? You know, this is where you're going to come and get better. And the platform. I just feel like y'all built like a baby little college.
I think also, too, I think Ohio's a little behind. Because in my opinion, I know there's some arguments against it or arguments for.
It's crazy. Crazy break.
No, some arguments for like not having a shot clock, but from a player development standpoint, right? It is unrealistic. And this impacts our kids, and this impacts like those other schools that are maybe more ball control centric or whatever. And I just don't think it makes sense basketball-wise to talk about them, but I can get to that later. It makes no sense, in my opinion, to be able to tell Dre, hey, guess what? You have all the time in the world to go get a shot off.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead. You can take as long as you need, take as many dribbles as you need to get a shot off. And then tell him, all right, hey, guess what? Now you have a shot clock, and really that means like you have a split second to make a decision. That makes no sense. You setting your kids up for failure unless you had that kind of like younger like setups where, okay, cool, that isn't an adjustment for me necessarily because I've already been conditioned to like make decisions quicker.
Yeah.
And then I think it's the same at some of these other schools too, where it's that we're running offense for a minute and 15 seconds. Like that makes no sense either because now, so you're speeding up the processors both ways. You're speeding them up, speeding our kids up from you can't dribble all this like 17 times. So you're speeding them up for, all right, look, ain't no finding the perfect shot.
Right.
Like if you look at, and that's what, in my opinion, it is. It's the hunt and the search of finding the best shot possible. Where if you look at any college team or any NBA team, so we'll go to the NBA, right? Any NBA team, 24-second shot clock, right? And I'm always saying like 40. I think 40 in high school, perfectly fine, right? Any good NBA offense is scoring like around 18 seconds because this is the analytics coach for you. In college and in the NBA, the team that scores, that is shooting the most shots like in the last 6 to 8 seconds, they're the least efficient teams. So like in college, the teams that are the best offenses, they're scoring with like 8 seconds on the shot clock because it gives you more chance for offensive rebounds because it's an organized shot and because by hunting for the best shot possible, you're passing up a really good shot in the corner, but we've only ran offense for 15 seconds. All right, let me pass up this wide open corner three of this, maybe not even wide open, but shooters open corner three, and search for finding a wide open layup. Like that, the longer you run offense, that ain't gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe in high school, yes, maybe, because eventually the attention span with some of these kids is just going to drop.
Yeah.
But we talk about like get our kids ready for the next level. Then that's unrealistic.
Yeah.
So I think Ohio's a little behind, but I think, like I said, going back to the original point, I think that I think the adults and I think the coaches got to be better.
Better for sure. And we was talking about that the other day, and we was talking about grassroots basketball, how it's killing, killing these kids. And one thing I did this summer with my teams, especially my girls' teams, we practiced more than we played. Like,
oh yeah, like
we went.
Some of these teams don't practice ever. They just show up, go play, and go back to the hotel.
That's building bad habits though.
Yeah,
like, you building terrible habits. Like we practice, we worked on our game. Everybody was playing AAU games and stuff, AAU tournaments.
Yeah,
and our kids was like, "Man, coach, why we ain't playing?" Because I want you to go back to school ball better than you just when you came here.
I think it's a post on Instagram's like, and maybe I'm quoting this wrong, but like, all right, cool. The expectations for the high school coach to get you better, but it's also like, hey, you got to get them better too.
Like, why don't you think that?
Yeah.
Like, why?
Like, it's your job to just get them and go play. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it's everybody's job. It takes a village.
Yeah.
So you can't just say, "Oh, it's the high school coach job to do this," or it's it's everybody's job.
Yeah.
If everybody care about this kid,
Yeah,
everybody should be pouring into this kid.
Yeah.
Period. That's just what it is. But I think grassroots is like somewhat of it too in the city, because it's some kids that be good in the city that play in the city or that's from the city and they leave out and go to Lakota West or whatever school outside the city. So we can't really say it's kids ain't been successful in the grassroots, but it's been a lot more kids who is not benefiting from it. But I don't know.
And I think that like this applies to like the grassroots stuff, but kind of what you're saying, like just it takes a village. Like I sometimes wonder all right, like how many coaches like really care about like the kids? Like, do you really care about the kids? Like, coach it that it's a service. You know what I'm saying? Like I think sometimes some coaches, not everybody, I think there are like good ones.
Yeah.
That get caught up in like, okay, cool, how can this kid help me out?
Bingo.
And not the other way around, where it's my job to help you get to where you're supposed to be, and then if I did my job right, okay, then in 10 years maybe it come back and it hit me. You know what I'm saying? Like one of the questions that was asked to me like early in the process, like, what's your goal long term? Like, yeah, so I want to be a college coach, yes. But it's like it goes for any goal you have in sports specifically, like in life, like really, like if I keep using Dre as the example, but I'll just use him as the name for the show. If Dre says right now, look, I want to be CMAC Player of the Year, or I want to be Division II now Player of the Year. Okay, cool. It is a dream, and so you start like actually working towards it. That's when it becomes a goal. So I can say I want to be a college basketball coach, but if I'm not like actively working towards that, then, that's just a pipe dream. At that point, it sounds great to do. So, but also part of that is like making sure that you're prioritizing the kids you have and putting work into them and coaching them up the right way, and then letting everything else fall into place instead of being, all right, hey, like, how is Dre gonna help me?
Right.
Like, is Dre gonna help me get to college? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that's not how the way you approach it. You know what I'm saying? And I do think sometimes we kind of get caught up in, even with like some of the college stuff, like with them going to college, I think we look at that as like, okay, how can I help me? Like, oh, look, I got like, okay, like you did your job. Like,
that's what you're supposed to do.
So,
as a coach, like, I'm getting my girls into school, but it's not like I don't want no brownie points for it.
Yeah.
Like, for what?
Yeah.
Like, that's my job. You supposed to make sure Dre gets to where he's supposed to get to. You know what I'm saying? you can use Dre as like, yeah, I got Dre. Dre is going to this type of school. He play here.
But then you look even goofier to like, because the real ones are like if you're going to be a bigger like coach at a bigger school in the city, or if it's a coach at a college, like they see you puffy your chest about that, like they know like that ain't cool.
Yeah.
Like you celebrating not because of them getting to that school, you celebrate because you got them there. That ain't cool, bro. Like you ain't getting no.
They don't really
brownie points for that.
It don't really matter. Like that, I never make that like a selling point with anything I do. You know, like that's what you're supposed to do. Like I kind of talk about it a little bit now because I'm here at Aiken, but I done helped a lot of boys get to school that I don't even talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But I talk about it more with the Aiken girls because they say no coaches want, CMAC girls, no coaches want, these type girls. But I just be trying to show people like I don't got CMAC girls. I just got girls that's playing in the CMAC.
Mm-hmm.
Feel me? So like, I be trying to go against that narrative, but it's people out here who really like push, like, come over here because I put kids in school when that's what you're supposed to be doing. Like, especially if you coaching basketball for the right reasons. So I don't really. Back to the original question about the city basketball state. I think it's terrible. I think it's terrible. We got to be better as adults, even in the sense of like the drama. Like,
oh yeah,
you feel me? Like the drama, like
because they see that too.
And then what that do, right, bro? Make the kids feel like they got to pick a side.
Yeah.
Like, why we making kids feel like they got to pick a side?
Yeah.
We just say too, it takes a village. Just because a kid ain't playing for you don't mean you can't love him.
Yeah.
Sean, what you know about Dre? He a great kid.
Yeah.
Da-da-da. You should offer him.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I don't see some coaches doing that.
There was we went to Midwest Live. There was a coach that asked me about Twine, a D2 coach at I ain't gonna say school, never mind. But he actually he texted me. He texted like 4 messages. Like he was texting me about him, and then I think he tried to delete it because he peeped that he wasn't with us. So I'm like, nah, yeah, like I already saw it at that point. But I'm like, yeah, nah, hey, boom, 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 this type of kid. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's any way that we can help a kid, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, ain't no just because you not here. If I know you, we got good ways, I'm gonna help you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so that's how it's supposed to be. But I just be like seeing how the kids be trying to pick sides, and nah, you shouldn't have to pick no side. And that's all still from the adults, like And I got that a lot on the girl side.
And I'm not saying the kids are perfect. No, I'm not saying that.
No.
And maybe I didn't do a good enough job of like saying that the kids are part of it. But I'm more so just saying we gotta be better.
Yeah.
And simply from a talent standpoint, I think it's fine. But we gotta be better. I think if we be better, then you'll start to see some of the you'll see the trickle down. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think kids be making a lot of bad decisions? That could also be on back to saying on the dog.
But you said do the kids be making what was it bad?
Bro, do the kids be making bad decisions?
I think they have a lot of. I think with the decisions, I think they got a lot of people in their ear.
Yeah.
Whether it's college decisions or high school decisions, I think they have a lot of people in their ear that want some other maybe decision, not even decision, but benefit almost. And I think so. But again, kind of like you said, I think some of that is too can we be better at consulting them when they're making their decisions, and trying our best to give them the best advice that we can. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think there's some bad decisions.
I done had kids tell me I'm hating on them or I'm hating on a situation when I be just trying to make like let's make sense about some stuff. Like why would you do something and it don't make sense?
Yeah.
But I'm also a person that believes that we got to start letting the kids learn though, like how they gonna grow in life if they don't bump their head.
Yeah.
Because we had to bump our heads a bunch of times.
Mm.
So sometimes, like you know, you can always give them the good advice, and if they take it, they don't.
I think that's the thing about advice that like people, in my opinion, from my experience, get a little offended about it is like it's the same thing as coaching. Honestly, it's like okay, cool. If I give you advice, to a certain extent, I shouldn't feel some type of way if you don't use it.
Right.
It's advice for a reason.
Right.
Like, hey, it's what I would do. Like now, it's on you. Gotta like take that and kind of do whatever you think is right for you.
Right.
But like, in my opinion, I don't think not taking advice is like this horrible thing.
Right.
From personal experience, I have people like tell me like, oh, you don't ever listen to my advice, or you don't listen to my advice, and it'll be like 2 things you gave me advice on.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, these 2 situations I didn't use, but hey, look at these 3 situations I did. You just not seeing it.
Right.
So, I think that's a good point.
What you want your legacy to be here?
I think I want my legacy to be the guy that in 10 years, again, I keep using Dre. 10 years, Dre wants to come back and like, hey, this is my I want this to be like a place where you can be proud of coming back, and
Right.
you enjoyed ultimately your 4 years here, and that we had a good I did my job well enough. We have a great relationship enough to where you remember your Aiken years well, to where you want to come back and talk to the kids and come to a game, and we could chop it up. We can have that relationship still. You know what I'm saying? I think you do everything. You do right by people, and I think that happened.
That's good. What you got any kids that you want to shout out?
Any kids? The Aiken team.
Yeah, I think y'all have a great year. How you think y'all gonna stack up?
I think we got a lot of work to do. Like I said, I'm really really excited about the group we got. I think there's a lot of potential, but I mean, I just said this to me the other day. Actually, I'm like, eventually that potential. It's cool to have potential, but eventually, like if somebody keep telling you got potential, like all right, all right, I'm doing something wrong. Eventually, like, you get to your junior, your senior year, and we still talk about potential. Then all right, So I think we got a lot of potential. It's a young team in terms of like varsity experience.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. I think we could be. I think we have a chance to be really really good. So
how do you feel about the current state of the CMAC though?
In what way?
Like on the girls' side, I think it's top heavy. It's 2 good teams, and everybody else is just okay. My current state of the boys' side is, I feel like it's unknown. Like, it's like
I think in years past, it's kind of been like 2 or 3 top dogs from the start. So like, when Rue is here, it's us. Okay, it's Tampa or Aiken. They got to battle it out. Know what I'm saying? Or going back to what you was at Hughes, it's all right. Hey, Hughes got some killers. Tampa always gonna be around. Aiken. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good way to put it. I think there's a lot of unknowns with every team.
Yep.
Whereas in years past, there was a little bit more like clarity about each team. I know. Yeah, I'm not even gonna say what I was gonna say, but I think in years past there was a little bit more like clarity about certain teams. Where I think now there's a lot of I think there's a lot of questions about every team in the CMAC. Like I think with us, everybody's in a new role, literally. Got a lot of experience, you kind of got to catch up on. But I think there's, like I said, question marks for everybody in the CMAC. Where like I said, like you said, I think even last year it's like, all right, look, like you got, like Tav will be around.
Tav ain't never going away. Like Tav always find a way to like just be in a conversation. It's like they never not gonna be in a conversation.
Yeah.
Everybody else like sometimes it'd be like
Aiken Tav always gonna be the game in the CMAC.
Yeah.
Like
in this new era, because it used to be like
Hughes Tav.
Even before then with those Tav.
Oh yeah. So,
but that's crazy. You see how Tav just it's crazy.
Like these little
they got a pipeline with no feeder system. Just a pipeline with no feeder. That's.
But like that. I guess that's the thing about that's a perk of coaching for so long.
Yeah.
Is that you start coaching people's kids, like you know what I'm saying?
Gentry.
Like, yeah, Gentry. For real.
Gentry gonna keep them some because he's been around for a long time.
Uncles, man, what?
Like dang. But I like Tav. I think Aiken is trending towards like a Tav though. Like that's gonna always be in a conversation.
Yeah.
And especially if you decide to stay here for 10 years.
Yeah.
You can afford to stay here for 10 years. You only gonna be 30.
Man.
30, like early 30s. So you can
31.
You can
I'll be 22 by the time the season starts.
Yeah.
There's the actual age. So don't say I'm
people that ask me like, bro, 19?
I never heard 19.
Nah, I done heard somebody say 19, 20.
I heard somebody say that man, he not even done with college yet. Yeah, fool, I left. Like what was we talking about?
They crazy. People just be it's crazy. If you don't block that out, we'll all be like.
That's what I'm saying. Like I see it. Yeah. As a like say nothing.
Yeah. And you also hear it.
Yeah.
So nah. It's gonna be a fun season though. Do you think people gonna still it's gonna still be big crowds?
Yeah.
You don't think that changed?
Nah, as long as you win. As long as you win, I think it's always gonna be a crowd. And maybe you lost some of the aura, if you will, because like you had Jaden, you had James, you had Tone, Tavon, Day, Twan, But I think that I think people are gonna want to see. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why there's gonna be a crowd.
Yeah,
I think people want to see.
Yeah.
In a weird way, almost like, ooh, I want to be there if it's a dumpster fire and it blow up.
Yeah.
Or I want to see like, dang, like they figured it out. So
I think it's just say you start off. Who you got first?
Clark on Black Friday.
Home game.
Yep.
Home.
Yep. First C-Max game's Hughes.
All right, so the Hughes here?
Yeah.
So the Hughes game, I think it'll be a big turnout. I think if you win, they'll keep going. But if you lose, they're down.
I think that's how it was our first year.
Yeah.
And to a certain extent, different team. Actually, it was a different team, but like it was sold out, Mount Healthy Black Friday for the first home game. And then it was packed for the first CMAC game. Tav here. But then you lost the level in the second game of the year, got popped by Tav third game of the year. Now everybody's starting to see like, oh dang, like they ain't really like that for real. All right, and then you keep, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas if we stay with that team, all right, cool, you blow out Mount Healthy Black Friday, kind of a anticipated game. Maybe you still lose level, but you beat Tav. Okay, now it's like, oh,
they good.
Oh, dang, they legit. All right, cool. Maybe I'm not showing up for a Tuesday night game between them and random school, but they play Hughes this day. All right, then we there. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what it's gonna be. I think, like, can you reward them for their? It's like another thing I really like watching movies or TV shows where it's like watching a show and they reward you. You at season 7, they reward you for something that you saw in season 2. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like you got to reward them for showing up. You know what I'm saying? It's like we come out lay a goose egg on Black Friday. We not rewarding y'all for showing up, and now what am I showing up for Hughes for?
Yeah,
and vice versa. So you gotta reward them for showing up, and then that's how you keep coming back. That's how you come back for season 8. That's how you come. You know what I'm saying? So, using the TV analogy still. So, yeah, I think we do our job and we win. I think it'll be crowd still.
Yeah.
Not saying we go 27-2 again, but
that's tough.
That's another thing you don't want to get caught up in. Is comparing this year's team to last year's.
Man, you can't
Me and
do
Dre
that.
have had that conversation a few times. Like,
yeah,
nah, don't do that.
I think y'all should just leave it out to that day.
Yeah,
that y'all put the banner up.
Yeah,
just try to leave it out as much as possible.
Yeah,
because that could be pressure.
Yeah, just unnecessary.
Like unnecessary pressure. Like, nah.
I think there's some things that you can compare. But when I'm saying compare, it's like don't compare this 27-2. Don't compare the talent.
Yeah.
Don't compare, like, you can compare maybe certain characteristics, but you don't want to get caught. Even that's kind of dangerous too because it's a different team.
Yeah.
So you want to be more focused on your guys in the current group than looking back.
I think that should be the standard. Like, it's hard, but I think that should be the standard, and I think
almost impossible. The only way you top that is by winning a state championship.
Yeah.
You're not going to top that record-wise. Ain't no way.
But I think that should be, like, the culture now is, like, to win.
Yeah.
Like, it been years where Aiken been really bad. It been years. I want to just see Aiken just continue to win. Like how Moeller just continued to win.
Like you said, years where they were like 27-2 or like these really good years, but they're not comparing it to that. They're more so you can chase it and not compare it. You know what I'm saying? So you can chase that team, and in a sense of like, okay, like you said, that's the standard. So like go back to the Jackson Hayes, Jeremiah Davenport, Deuce McBride team. That's the standard. We're chasing that.
Sure.
But we're not comparing ourselves to that team because it's unrealistic. We're chasing the standard that that team set, which is winning.
Then they go like 29-0.
Yeah, I said 27-1, so it might have been 29-0. That team was ridiculous, bro.
It was like one of them years they won like 29-0.
Yeah, it might have been that
team.
They
didn't lose a game. I remember that, and that's impossible for real to do.
What I'm saying, like, what am I comparing us to that team for when we went 20? Oh, it makes sense.
It was like how many games was it in a row? Like 22.
21. You lost both your games by 2 points.
Yeah.
One at the buzzer, and one you missed a free throw to send to overtime. Like, well, you can't compare yourself to that team.
Because that could have been easily, like, couple plays. It could have been 29-0.
Yeah. Now, to a certain extent, I'm kind of glad we lost to Trotwood the first time. Because, one, it don't hurt you at all.
Yeah.
Because the draw was already out. And then, two, you kind of needed that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I think we needed that game.
I think they took that game,
it was like that,
beating y'all, and was like, we're going to do it again.
Yeah.
Like, just because we beat y'all. And y'all feel like that second game was like a masterpiece. Like giving your little brother a whooping. Like, one at a time, like this.
It's like you got your little brother. Hey, your little brother finally beat you in 2K. They geeking, they celebrating too much. All right, little bro.
Watch this. It was. I love that moment, like where they just had to just humble themselves again.
Yeah.
Like, but that was a solid team. What you think about that? What was it, Louisville?
Yeah.
Louisville. I think they were solid. That was a really good team, though.
Yeah. They had like some really, really good role players that just kind of make it tough to like do anything aggressive, like defensively.
Yeah.
Because I think the number one thing that people just keep saying, like to Blackwater, like, man, we should have trapped him the whole game or did this. Man, that trapping stuff sound great.
Yes.
But like the corner threes we gave up. Same thing from the it was another game that everybody was just on him about trapping. I forget what it was, but like the corner threes.
Oh, the LaSalle game.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, the shots you get first off the LaSalle game was more of a we couldn't hit anything. Like they threw out a matchup. I mean, they run a matchup 2-3 zone, and we like in terms of the shots we wanted, we figured it out. We just missed every single three we took.
Yeah.
So, but the shots you were giving up in that game, or like the shots you gave up the Louisville game, like you were giving them up regardless. Like the trapping, like if anything, you enabling them to get those shots because they had a really, really good guard that wasn't turning that pillow.
That dude was good. He was good. And what people don't understand, people that don't know the game, and at a high level, you can't just trap the full game.
Yeah.
You will lose by 40.
Yeah.
You have to trap in moments.
Yeah.
Shock them.
Yeah.
Hit them quick.
Yeah.
That's what y'all did.
It's like a zone.
That's what y'all did.
Yeah, it's like a zone. Like I'm not gonna send a.
Eventually, you gonna run a 2-3 zone. Say y'all ran 2-3 zone against Louisville.
Yeah.
Eventually, they was going to figure that out.
Yeah.
And tear your head off.
Yeah. Like everybody zoned us last year, and okay, cool. You might have slowed us down for 3 minutes, but like.
But tear your head
4
off.
minutes on, I was like, all right.
So the one I like the most is the Mount Healthy game. They zoned y'all.
Oh yeah.
Till y'all figured it out. Yeah, y'all tore their head off after that. He stayed in it.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Yeah.
Like, why would you stay in it? But
that was also Sear night.
Yeah. Really tore their head off, but
we were sure some BS.
Yeah. But it was going in for sure. But people, and I know that that's what they're gonna do to you too. Like,
okay,
they're gonna tell you what they thought you should do, or I don't know.
Yeah, like, okay.
Yeah, I was supposed to trap. How you? And that's you got Facebook still?
I use like once a month. I really don't be on there.
Yeah. Oh, so
Facebook's the one I definitely don't use.
Yeah.
Instagram in season contemplating like just having somebody run the Aiken page and I delete it. And then
because look, I think social media. I mean, on Instagram, it's cool for real. You can have that.
Yeah.
But Facebook is different because you can actually see people's words. They typing. They'll have to put it on a story and type it on a story for somebody to say something about you.
Yeah.
And then you ain't gonna be a lot of comments or nothing. So I think Facebook is like,
it be gossiping on Facebook.
Yeah, it just be too much, especially in season. Especially you play TAF and you lose by 2 or something. They're gonna be on there. Sean should have.
All right, well, I probably don't watch the game 3 times. And at this point, I probably agree with you. Or probably
like, okay, you could do a lot. And I think a lot of people ain't never even been in that moment to make those decisions as a coach. Like, it's not easy because you gotta think about it. You trying to manage your team. You trying to make sure it's like a chess match. Like you can make the wrong move and it still end up being right. So I don't know.
And then if something go wrong, like it's on me anyway. It's like you taking the input from your staff and from your players too.
Yeah.
Also understanding that, like I got to make sure I think that's the best move for us too. And also understanding that, like, all right, if it don't work,
it's on me.
It's on me.
It is what it is.